Well, good evening and welcome to our first elementary concert of the year, our fifth grade orchestra and band. We're going to play for you tonight, and thank you so much for coming out on this snowy evening. Although I don't think it was quite as bad just a little bit ago, was it? I don't know. I was driving over here and it was like really snowing hard. All right, so we are going to start with 4 selections for you tonight that we've been working on, starting with kind of one of our basic things, the D major scale. But it's kind of the first 8 notes that we learn in orchestra, and it also is a really good way to practice lots of different skills, and including making a really good tone and tuning of our fingers. So we'll play it first all together, and then in a 3-part round. And Mr. Henriksen is going to conduct our concert this evening while I play the piano. He helps out by teaching some of the small group orchestra classes, as well as he's the high school orchestra director. So I'm Mrs. Gaylord, if we haven't met. I think I've met most of you. Let's get going. You guys ready? Continue with a little waltz called Merry-Go-Round. And in this one, we're practicing doing 3-beat notes and bow lifts. And pattern 2. So our next piece is our only one tonight that has different parts for different instruments. All of our other pieces, everyone's playing the same thing together, but in this next one, each of the different instrument sections is playing different notes. They all have the same rhythm, so they're moving their bows together, but you'll hear some nice harmonies in this one. So this is called New Horizons, and pattern one. All right, and we'll finish the orchestra portion with their favorite song called The Spanish Dancer. What is it you guys like about this one? Is it the pizzicato or is it the fun rhythms?
It's the fun rhythm.
Fun rhythms for you? Yeah. But you'll notice that there's a point in the middle where they have to switch from using their bows, which is called arco, to pizzicato. So we've been practicing figuring out how to make that transition, either holding their bows in their hands or setting it down and picking it up without a whole lot of clattering, right? Yeah. So I think some of them are choosing to do, some of them are choosing to set them down, some of them are putting them in their hand, but that's what we've been working on this one. But they really seem to really like this one. So The Spanish Dancer. All right, so we'll have a short transition. You'll see, I think, about 8 or 10 of these guys back out on the stage in just a few minutes with their band instruments. We have a kind of an unusually high number of kids this year that are playing 2 instruments in both of our groups, and well, we think that's really great. Actually, our musical kids getting to try some things and really get involved in our music program. So you guys can go on ahead and get yourselves ready for the next one. All right. We sure appreciate all that you do to get them to their classes in the morning, because I know that can't always be easy. So, especially on Mondays for orchestra, Monday mornings. All right, give us just a minute.
That goes with the clavicle.
Should I just, well.
All right, good evening, everybody. Thank you for your patience. Band setup looks a lot different than the orchestra setup. If you don't know me, my name is Kyle Henriksen. I am a music teacher here in the Beaver Dam Unified School District. I say music teacher because I do a wide variety of things as part of my job. You just saw me conducting with Mrs. Gaylord in the elementary orchestra, and that was a new thing for me last year. Up to that point, I had only been the elementary band teacher, and it's been a lot of fun. So it's always great to work with those students and conduct that group. I got to meet many of you band parents during the summer when we had our end of summer school performances, and it was great to be able to present that music to you and show you all the hard work your awesome students put in during our summer school week. I'm out here just to introduce the band today. I know I was kind of the person you saw at the end of summer school, but we're lucky to have a new band teacher here in Beaver Dam that has been doing a lot of great work with not only our elementary band program, but our high school program. He was hired in August, right towards the end of summer school as we got into the new school year. Mr. Colin Galitz is our new band director here in Beaver Dam, and he's been doing a lot of great work. And you guys actually get to experience his conducting debut here in Beaver Dam. Mr. Galitz is not a new band teacher. He was previously the band director for Burlington Schools for 10 years. And I know he's been doing a lot of great work with these guys, and they're excited to present some music to you. So without further ado, I'm going to turn things over, and please welcome Mr. Colin Galitz.
we played 3 tunes so far: Hot Cross Buns, Eau Claire de la Lune, and Easy Street. So these students have been working incredibly hard. This is actually my first memory when I got hired here. My first day was flute lessons and saxophone lessons, and we were hard at work learning all of our note values and our quarter notes and our half notes and our whole notes and how many beats each one equals. We were learning to put our instruments together. I asked these guys, how many people remember your first note on the instrument, and how many people raised their hand? Yeah, look at that. Okay, so our first note on our instrument to now we can play 7 songs in the course of a couple months, which is awesome, because before that was all of the setup to Hot Cross Buns and learning our note values and starting and stopping together. And there's a lot of things that these guys have to think about as an ensemble. And I'm sure everybody's heard practicing at home, which is fantastic. I just see students growing every single week they come to band on Wednesday. And the cool thing is this is where we are 2 months in, which is absolutely incredible. And our next performance is going to be Parade of Bands, and then going in later in the year. So these students have been just absolutely incredible to work with, and the amount of dedication is awesome. Right, we're before school even starts learning our band instrument, so that we were ready to go when the school year starts. So our next tune is going to be Merrily We Roll Along, and we have a repeat in this one. Good. So up to now, everybody's been playing together. Everybody's been playing the same notes, and now we're going to do Lightly Row, which is our first duet. All right. So how many people are playing the A line? And how many people are playing the B line? And we're going to play them all together. And for Good King Wenceslas, the first time we play Good King Wenceslas, we're going to do it all together as a band. And then we learned about solos and solis. So there's a few people that are going to be playing on the second time some solis. So can you guys raise your hand if you're playing in the first 2 measures? And the soli in measures 5 and 6. So you're going to hear on the second time. The first time, like I said, we're going to play it as all together, and then the second time you're going to hear some people do the solis, and then 2T means everyone in the ensemble. Thank you so much for coming out to our band concert. I'm gonna leave you with this. It's a very, very exciting thing to see every single week. More and more just great music. More and more people practicing. I can see it going to the schools on a weekly basis, and that music is an acquired skill over the course of time. That practice adds up to really, really good things. And so I'm sharing with students what they can do with music, sharing them performance opportunities that lie ahead. And so this is a very, very exciting thing for our first concert. They did very, very well. Can you give them one more round of applause? Yeah. So I look forward to teaching all the students behind me and seeing them grow as